Hello, I'm Pure Bouquet, and welcome to the new series, Grounded. Couple things to preface this. This is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I have seen countless things on it, and I've played it myself as well. But I've never actually completed the entirety of the game. Which, I don't know why. I
Hey,
spent a
I'm
lot of
Willow.
time
Willow Branch.
building and grinding and all that kind of stuff, but I've never actually gone through with the final missions of it. I'm choosing Willow because that's who I've always chosen. I don't know why. Let's do something simple. I didn't capitalize anything else, so. Did I don't know what game mode I chose. I think I clicked medium.
You can't run from me, you Valby!
Eh, whatever.
You think you outsmarted me? The mighty Mulder? I don't think so, Yokes. Stay tuned for what happens next on Yokes Girth. Now a word from our sponsor. Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky puncho fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. It's a punch to the gut. So stop by, fill up, and make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog before you jet away.
Don't really want to
Good morning, Brook Hollow. Today is
interrupt.
October 20, 1990. This is your news. We have a special breaking report. The police department has released information that more local teenagers have gone missing. They were last seen earlier this week, and the only connection between the teenagers is that they are all students at Brook Hollow High School. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of other possible abductions and missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department. The mayor of Brook Hollow has put a curfew into effect for anyone under 18 starting tonight. Now to other news. In the business world, Ominous Practical Technologies signed a new deal with...
I literally cannot wait to actually finish this game and for the second game of this series to be released, which is insane because I didn't even know they were doing it until I don't even remember when they released the information, but literally the day it was uploaded to YouTube, I watched the thing like 4 hours after the fact. So I'm probably going to be playing this until it releases, so the 29th of next month. Definitely cannot wait for that. And I'll try not to spoil anything as I'm going.
Cave Nightmare. My favorite. Well, what version is it? Endless cave, bottomless pit, impossibly claustrophobic passages.
As I'm going through, I'll try and explain stuff as well as I can. I'm not an expert, but I do know some stuff about it.
Solitary ant. One of 100,000 mindless drones. No hopes. Whoa. And that's not an alarm clock. Well, whatever it is. This is bad. Really bad. Time to wake up, Willow.
I think like 2 or 3 dialogues just got layered on top of each other.
Is that an aphid? It's pretty cute up close.
But like I said, I have played this before, and I tried recording this like a little while ago, but I was having a bunch of trouble on actually getting through with it. And it turned out I had the game set to 120 FPS when my recording software only allows up to 60. So it literally just picked and chose which ones it wanted to actually use. So it was just basically completely lagged out. And for any of these, if you want to actually sit there and read them, I'll pause for a second so you can read through. But just pause on those whenever they show up, and you can
There
read them
must
if
be
you
someone in
wish.
charge of this science experiment. But I haven't seen any signs of anyone. Good one, Nightmare. Keep me guessing.
These field stations, these are what you go to. You can take any resource that's new and analyze them. Definitely very handy. And this. Can I? Do I not know how to make those? Oh. Did I mess up? Whatever. Because I have plant fiber. Hmm. Well, may have messed things up. It's fine. I'm very much a resource hog, so I will have tons of
Okay,
crap
that
cluttering
is
my inventory.
definitely not normal.
Hmm. Here's most of the information you're gonna get about the game are in these cassettes. Some of it's in those documents, but a lot of it, the stories in these.
I was a fool to have ever doubted myself. A fool like Klein, like Kaminsky, like Schmechter, like all of Ominent. I am here in the backyard. Down in the backyard. I mean, I am speaking to you from the backyard. I am tiny! I should gather my thoughts. This is a momentous occasion. Wendell Tully official log, 89.08.05. Recording as I take my first steps into the miniature world. The sights are unbelievable. The textures, the way the light falls upon every surface, the subtle patterns in all of the objects that surround me. The grass! Even common lawn grass looks like a structure from an alien world. Wait. What's that sound? The very earth is trembling. Over there, what could it be? An ant! My God, today, the world has changed forever.
Okay. So this right here is an actually kind of rare resource. I found a bunch last time I tried to record this, which sucked, but this stuff has a chance, like a small chance for aphids to just randomly drop it. So
That ladybug
to kill
seems
one
so
and
much
get it
less graceful on
right
the
away, that's insane. But so this stops beeping, I'll press this.
What's the worst thing that could happen? Looks like something is happening. Well, that was anticlimactic. Looks like the other two lasers are blocked.
As you saw before, I couldn't make anything without that rope. So this thing can't be cut down. Yeah. You can't hot craft it, so I'm guessing... Yep. I goofed up a little bit. Just a little. And to remedy that, I might have to go searching for another one of those field stations, which are what those, completely lost my train of thought for a second. What those, like, dome things are. What? In my original playthrough, I literally spent hours running around for that because I needed it for some crafts. Now I've got 2. And I've been playing for 10 minutes. At most. This has more charges.
Science!
I guess they're being a little forgiving this time. Yeah, that, now that I think about it, I should probably be going through these slower so you guys can see them. Yeah, let's go quick. There we go. And this. Two of those. I need another sprig and 3 dry grass chunks. Couldn't get those until I had the axe though, so works out.
Hey, little aphid. Oh, no need to be shy.
There is need to be shy. I will use this axe on you. Do not like that. The constant notifications. I know I'm doing things. There we go. I don't know why I did that. I don't really need these right now. Yeah, with R you can, well, on the keyboard you can throw things. Attacking is left click, obviously. Block. It says it in the bottom right, but I know I'd overlook something like that pretty easily. Have plenty of times before, but anyway, this. Here we go. Oh, come here. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't actually need to do that.
Beat it, nosy.
Oh yeah. One of the things.
Taking a look around.
If you press X
Pick a new
on
one.
keyboard and mouse, and then press E, you can peep creatures. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, you can get weaknesses, resistances, that kind of stuff. It can show you how to more easily take things out. I should probably be using this. Also, I got turned around. Here we go. We're going towards this thing because it's got the weakening laser. Weakened laser.
Oh, really? Those mites are so annoying.
Some of my least favorite creatures here. Okay, when I blocked, you might have heard some kind of ping. That is called a perfect block. Whenever you block right as you're about to get hit, it gives you... Well, it doesn't really give you a bonus or anything. It just... Regular blocking takes stamina, and that little blocking bar will fill up. And once it reaches the end, you'll get staggered, and then they can basically get a free hit on you. Of course, a voice crack right there as I'm explaining things.
What do we have lurking around out here?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the wire guys always have 1 health. Ow. I hate mites so much. But yes, I do need to craft some bandages. At least for the quest. And just... Where? There it is. This gives trickle healing, which, in my opinion, is like the best healing effect in the game. I mean, it's not too great because of the amount it heals, but it's really good to just slap on and not have to worry about constantly. Mm.
Seems like something's digging around underneath us.
Yeah, that I can actually get right
Gabby,
now.
additional flavor scheme available.
Those things, it just changes the look of your menus. I've never really looked at those before, so I might do that this time. Alright, but we got all the mites off the wire, so they're not chewing on it anymore. Meaning, we can head on back. Oh yeah.
I know I'm a picky eater, but still.
Oh no! Did you do that? Oh, that hurt. I shouldn't have spam clicked through the mushrooms though, that's my bad. Come here. I have to reclaim some. So you have to pay for it. What? Alright. Come here. Oh, there's one of those dewdrops. Yeah,
That's not so bad.
early game, that's usually just what you're gonna have to do for that. So simple. Just hit the grass that it's on and it falls straight down. If it lands in the dirty water though, it'll just get absorbed into it immediately. So it's a little unfortunate. And if you drink dirty water, it just gives you sad, like, ailments, bad side effects. Alright. Now that we have... What?
Scrabble along.
You're
comrade.
kidding me. I killed all the mites on it, didn't I? Did I not get one on, like, further up on the wire? That is so annoying. Where? Okay, yep. Exactly what I did. I didn't see you. If I was just paying attention to the missions, I would have known. Yeah, and it gives that big arrow afterwards, so... Please bear with me, guys. I'm obviously terrible. I'm just gonna stop talking now. Alright. Got all the lasers active. Now it's time. Go.
That was more dramatic than I expected.
Yes, yes, it was. Also, you, come here. Oh, come here. Nope. Thank you. Oh, yeah, this thing. These things are kind of useful because they, one second. Come over here. They drop juice drops, which heal both hunger and thirst.
Let's see what
Yes,
got
a
a new one
ladybug.
here.
As you can see in the left side, it has a tier 2 marker on it, meaning that it's, of course, a tier 2 creature, so everything in the yard actually does have a rank to it, even the random items and stuff. It doesn't say it on most of them, but yeah, look, red ant parts, a 1. Because red ants are only tier 1 creatures. I also forgot to scan the ant though. Okay. I would really like to... Come here. Oh, there. Ooh, shiny.
Nothing like a little science, as I always say.
I doubt you've ever said that before. Alright. I think it's got a bit of a drop to it, so... Actually, wait. It's kind of dead on, but it... At range, it would be...
That gnat's on a
Okay.
collision course with us.
Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying. I'm gonna lose my spear. And if I lose my spear, I'm a bit screwed. Also, why does that keep happening? I do not want rocks in my hopper. Ooh. And one thing with this little container here, if you go here and charge up, you don't have to charge up, but then you can get access to these things, which will be very handy later. But as you can see, the tier 2 items where you need a tier 2 hammer. Come here. We don't have any food, so we need to get plenty of mushrooms. We'll have access to a decent supply of food soon enough, but for right now there's not very much
It's getting
that we
late.
can actually eat.
If I don't make some shelter, I bet some horrible insects will come around and eat me or something.
Yeah, especially for where I'm planning to set up base. But as you saw in the cutscene, we should have to go over here. There's a snail. And here's those things. Oh, they're terrible. And they're resistant to stabbing, so it's a little difficult for me to challenge them right now. Because that's the only weapon I have. I actually do want to get some clovers before I forget. They're useful. I do not want to be caught down here, so I am moving on. I'm playing rocks. Ugh. Yeah, there's another one, I'm pretty sure right that... Oh.
Taking a look around.
Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Definitely don't see me. Alright, yeah, stabbing. That's... yeah. I could use the axe on it, but that would take a lot longer. As you can see there, I am over swinging a bit on this. And that is because it has a system that I always forget when I stop playing for a minute. Where if you tap twice, it will usually store both of those, as long as it's not like
Aphid on the move.
5 seconds between swings. Like if I tap 3 times before the first one is done, it'll only do 2 because only the first 2 inputs would be saved. Alright. But we do actually need to go over to that over there to that station. Because we need to get some of this stuff researched. Because these things are very important. Probably one of the most important things that we could build at this point. And every single one of these stations, they have their own, like, amount of charges. Yeah. These have a bunch of stuff, and this is the most important thing. 'Cause if we can't properly store all these, we're screwed. That club is going to be a godsend. Because, spoiler alert, that is probably the best weapon that you can get early on. Well, I guess, like, right now, the best weapon would probably be... Is that aphid honeydew? It is. Okay. Got sidetracked. The best weapon would probably be the spiky sprig. It popped up in one of the things when we scanned, I think, this thing. The sprig. Is that another aphid? 3 aphid honeydew. Already. Technically 4, but we ate one accidentally. Alright. Oh, and these... I thought I saw one right above me. I think it was over here. Yeah, whatever. Those big, like, clusters of sap. If you use a hammer on them, you can get them. I'll show you guys what's under the oak tree in just a moment. Let me just gather some clovers real quick. Always love some free resources I don't have to harvest myself. Look at those things.
Taking a look around, a new one found.
Oh, they're terrified. Definitely hate them. I think they're also resistant to stabbing, so yeah, not a good idea to challenge them with this thing. But right over here, you can go in here. This is the thing, obviously, that exploded. So, let's progress the story, shall we?
This looks like nerd paradise.
Yeah. And you're the main man.
We can fix this.
She's not fixing anything.
System reboot in progress.
Hey, bud.
Thanks for the helping hand. I am Burgle, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot. I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain.
Alright, just to preface this, he will talk for like a full 5 minutes. Feel free to skip through if you want.
I suspect you were miniaturized by Dr. Tully's spacer device. Why are you here in the yard? I do not know. In fact, I cannot seem to recall much of anything. A recent power surge has caused a massive raw science containment explosion. This lab, as you can see, is a disaster. And what's worse, the explosion has disrupted my computing power. My memory banks are corrupted. Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend. How can I be of service? You are here, in the Oak Lab, built and used by Dr. Wendell Tully to experiment on all things small. This is the base of operations for conducting experiments in his yard. Dr. Tully is a brilliant scientist and inventor. He is also my creator. My initial protocol was to serve as the short order cook of the future. However, I have been recently promoted to acting science manager to assist with his experiments. No doubt my previous work experience has been invaluable to Dr. Tully.
Just saying, you probably noticed the shift in colors. That's because it turned to nighttime.
Although, now that I am processing it, I have not seen him for several weeks. And now I cannot recall where he went. It must be my corrupted memory banks. It seems you and I are both a little discombobulated. Given my best calculations, Your biomass has been subject to covalent spacing reduction via interatomic energy extraction. In other words, you have been shrunk. It is likely this was achieved using Dr. Wendell Tully's spacer platform, patent pending. Shrinking can be a traumatic experience for tiny human brains, and memory loss is a known side effect. Hopefully your memory will return in time. To return to your prior size, you would need to successfully activate Dr. Tully's spacer platform. Unfortunately, my readings indicate it is inoperable. It appears to have suffered several malfunctions from the explosion. I am sorry, but it appears you may be stranded here for some time until we find a solution. Haha! That is a great idea. Let me run a full diagnostic scan on it and see what we need to do to get it fixed up. Processing! Processing! Memory fault. Code 408B3000. Ominent OS script runtime error. Arg! I am sorry again. It appears I have sustained more damage to my memory chips than expected. Without those memories, I do not know how to repair the spacer. Dr. Tully used two types of chips to back up my memory. Auxiliary chips are small capacity chips used to store project data. If you find these, I should be able to help you learn new survival recipes. Super chips are special, and they are gold. They back up full directories of my memory system. If we are going to fix the spacer, that data is bound to be on a super chip. I suggest exploring the other labs in the backyard. Return with any memory chips you find. Dr. Tully has built many more labs throughout the yard. Each lab is used for various experimental procedures. I can upload their locations to your Scabby. Stand by. Processing. Processing. Error. Files not found. Code 632C404. Cheese and fries. The lab locations are missing from my memory banks too. But we are in luck. I was able to retrieve the location of one of the facilities, the Hedge Lab. The Hedge Lab is the observation center of the yard and used for research on arachnid webbing. You will find the hedge near the house if you head southeast. The lab is located deep inside the hedge, sending the coordinates to your Scabby. Try to find the Hedge Lab first, but there is nothing stopping you from searching the yard for the other labs. Except, of course, thousands of angry, hungry insects. That reminds me. Dr. Tully locks the important labs with biometric scanners. You will need access for any chance of success. Head over to the ASL terminal and place your hand on the biometric scanner near it. Give it a moment to sync your signature into the mainframe. Once you are registered, you will be granted access to the ASL network of computers too. ASL grants access to daily work items, nay, tasks, nay, quests, yes, quests. I will reward you raw science for each completed quest. In my science shop, you can trade raw science back for survival recipes from experiments that Wendell conducted when he was first exploring the yard. Log on to the ASL terminal over there and see what is available. Unless you have any other questions, you really should get started finding those chips. And try not to die out there. Have an exponentially great day!
You too, Virgo. Love this man. He talks for way too long.
Get your science here.
Ooh. A rope. And free bandages. Always nice. Alright, this is what we need to do. That thing right there. Going to be very important later on. Oh, forgot this.
I have isolated the source of the particle irregularities. They appear to be a byproduct of the shrinking process. If I adjust the machine to account for their existence, it should be the key to the expanding process. Burgle, please bring up the readings for the irregular covalent SNPI 42Z particle traces. Ugh, that name is going to get tiresome. And while you're at it, rename all references to the irregular covalent SMPI 42Z particle to raw science.
Order received. Raw science identified. Does it require cooking, flipping, or grilling?
No, none of those. Categorization.
That answer is not permitted, according to health code standards governing the handling of raw food items.
He's great. Hmm. I do have to be careful out here since it's nighttime.
Keep that nose to yourself.
If you guys remember, these
Let's see
things,
what we can find.
they are more nocturnal. So there's a good chance they'll come out.
A firefly.
Oh yeah,
That's
and
kind of
yeah,
beautiful.
that thing. It's weak to stabbing? I actually forgot that. Ow. Don't come after me. Oh, nah, I won't kill it just yet. Like I'm ever gonna see that specific aphid ever again. I don't know what I saw there. Alright, yeah, I'll head over here. It is time to set up a sort of base. And right now, our temporary base would be right here. So, our first order of business, workbench. I don't like this. Alright, here we go. Super easy. This will allow us to make all the other things that we've been unlocking. How many times do I gotta click? I've not really fought too many of these, those fireflies. So I kind of forgot how much damage they did. They did over half my health bar. I guess it's my fault for not blocking, though. And up I go.
These gnats will not leave me alone.
Yeah, it's perfect. Gnat fuzz. There's actually something. Are they hitting me? Okay, oh my god, I was about to say it's surprisingly hard to hit them. Alright. Let's see, what these are gonna spoil, so I'll just hold on to the gnat meat. Oh yeah, and these things. As you can see, called burgle flags. They just give you raw science. What all was I gonna make? Okay, we can make the sprig bow now. We still need thistle needles though. I'm actually probably going to skip out on most of the tier 1 armor. I do want to try and gun for this though, if possible. But before that, I need to do two things. One, the ever so important lean-to. I'm gonna be sleeping with the ants. Don't take that out of context. Wait, can I make a... Here we go. Except for the ant armor, which I'll show you guys that later. But it gives the quickness, which is basically just speed, which is kind of obvious with the name, but you know. Alright, before I run off and do something stupid, right. Normally there's an option to sleep until morning, but I guess I waited too long. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. These are all gnat meat, so I'll put it all... I was mistaken, I also have weevil roast. Alright. But first, I was gonna do this after I went to sleep, but I need storage. Without storage, I'm gonna go insane. Because I just grab everything, and not being able to do that is terrible. So now, I can try and organize these just loosely for now. I won't actually put together any actual organization for this until I actually have room to do that. Because right now, it's just 2 chests, and I'm not gonna make more than that unless I don't have a base by then, but I definitely should. I'm just stupid if I don't. And I'll keep those. These, I guess. And those for emergency. Alright. What was that? I'm not sure. Alright.
Just give me a
Time
second
to
to
head
let
in.
my eyes adjust to that. Hello, powerless ant.
Oh, dang. Okay, that was a lot quicker than I thought it would be.
Rabbits. More
And
lipstick.
every time you die,
Hall
you can
pass.
just go pick up your
Looks
stuff
like it's all
again,
still here.
but it does damage anything you're wearing or holding. No. God, my blocks are just not on point today. I am not gonna drag that thing down. I'm just gonna ignore them for right now. But I do have to go further. Oh, that was stupid. Okay. I was really going for my heals. You have no natural regen, so you have to eat in order to regain any kind of health. And not all food, not all foods
That is a
regen.
big ant. Heaped a new
There it
one.
is. This is one of the things I do need to kill. There we go. Got it before it could do anything. Ooh, and it gave it. Nice. That is actually handy. I remember correctly, I can find the other ones up this way. Ooh, there we go. One of those is nice too. Come on. Come this way. Don't alert the other guy. Oh, that's lucky. Come on. Bum bum. Oh, it was the triple, not just the... Dang it. They've got 3 attacks. The dun-dun hit, the weird wind-up, pincers together, then hit, and then they've got that triple attack. I literally never expect the triple attack. Even though it's, I think, one of their most common. Like, they almost always start with the, dun-dun attack, for some reason.
Rabbit, Norton lipstick, tall pass. Whew, looks like it's all good.
Oh, thank God. I still do not have a good enough hammer. There's Gabby though. That's nice. 3 little marble, 2 quartzite. It's not really spoiling, so I'll just tell you those are for upgrades later down the line. It is nice to get them a little early though, so I am very thankful for that. Alright, but that's enough for today, and they all 3 gave pincers. Also, I want to check. Medium, okay. I didn't want to do easy mode because that's just boring. But I guess I should have been able to tell by, you know, me dying like 3 times, 4 times in this little section here. Definitely gotta get back into the rhythm of it. There we go. Oh wait. Alright, it's closer this way, so I'll just
Those
head over here.
aphids look like they have things to do and people to see.
I do want to keep my head on a swivel for any... Is that it? Nope, that's just sap. Any more of that aphid honeydew, because, well, for some reason, it doesn't seem like a very rare resource. I will not find, like, any of it when I actually need it, so better stock up now when it's deciding to be plentiful. Alright.
Science!
Right. I already had the thing I'm gonna make with the pincers unlocked, but just wanted to have it. No, please. Attack me after I get the thing. Ooh. Nice. Thank you, Aphid, for producing as much of that as you could. Damn.
Look at that spider! It
I
looks
don't wanna...
amazing! Oh, and a little concerning.
more you look at it, the more likely it's gonna attack you. And we cannot deal with that, Willow. What? Oh yeah, I picked up that grub like last 5 minutes ago, something around there. Alright, now this probably one of my favorite weapons until later game stuff. Love it. I probably will not use that spear again for like ever. Alright. Now, it would actually be handy to go take care of some of those spiders. I don't know if I can. This is probably a
This is
terrible idea,
Surprisingly not
but I'm
terrible.
gonna do it. Like I said, I have played this game before, so I know its pattern. I know it for the ants too, and that didn't help. Oh! For some reason it took another swing when I didn't want it to. Threw me off. Oh! Yeah, these things are literally just those, but small. There we go.
Let's
Orb
see
Weaver
what
Jr.
anyone found.
Yeah, it literally counts as an orb weaver. Alright, that is very useful though. Put that there. Got ourselves some web fiber and some spider chunks. Let me eat again. It doesn't provide that trickle healing that I enjoy, but thank you. I'm not gonna kill you because you dropped that right in front of me. Oh yeah, it's very important to pick those up as soon as you see them as well, because the ants will actually just eat them. It's so annoying. Especially with something you can use later on to find them. By the time you get out there, it could just be eaten. So, it's so annoying. I do need to now scan the silk and the, well, silk, web fiber, and the spider chunks.
Scrabble along.
It wasn't me. Thank you. Alright. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be making that, at least for a while. This is what we need. Oh yeah, I don't think I analyzed the grub stuff. Oop.
Ever wonder what the inside of a soda can's like?
No, but it has this, so I'll grab it. I've heard this is the worst scabby theme though. There are actually water enemies, which makes sense because there's a whole section in there. I do kind of wish this counted as a hammer. Oh wait, this is tier 1. Kind of forgot that there was tier 1 stuff for a minute there.
Oh, I'm stuck in this web!
Yeah, hello. Ooh. Oh, that's just a pedal. Hey. Hey. Hi. Oh yeah, I'll tell you about mutations after this. Oh. Thank you. Now back up. Alright, let's drag that off because I don't really need it.
I'd eat this normally.
Let's check this. Alright, mutations. All these mutation slots, like, well, not slots, but all these little, well, I guess they are slots, technically. So, all of these, if you do a certain thing, or complete a certain task or whatever, it unlocks these mutations. This just widens the window in which perfect blocks can be done. Like, if that's the amount of time I have to do it in, just like that, max level, it would be like,
Be careful of that spider up ahead.
so it would widen it from like this to, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you've been fighting a bunch of this stuff, it gets a lot easier to do. Okay, this is not good. Oh, son of a... Okay. You have to choose whether you're gonna clip. Like, it clipped against the spider, then it didn't. What? Okay, that they just screwed me over on that one.
Taking a look around.
These things are a little tricky. I said that last time too in the unseen episode that lagged so badly I couldn't even watch it myself. And it ain't went bad this time either. For some reason, those things always give me trouble, but then the second I try to complain about it, they're so easy. Oh my god. Dude, you gotta believe me, this stuff isn't so plentiful. I spent hours, literal hours, just to get this much. Oh my god.
Those aphids look like they have things to do and
I
people to see.
can't believe I got ganged up on by 3 orb weaver spiders, though. Why does my voice keep cracking? Jesus. I just gotta hope they spread out just a little bit. I do need to eat.
It's pretty
Keep my
good.
food up. Alright. I can take you on one at a time, but not when you gang up on me. Okay. You can't do that. Face me like a man. Oh yeah, I don't think I explained weapon types yet. I won't go over it too much, but probably better to have a base rundown than just graze over it. Alright, so see the spear right here. What just... That confused me. Alright, so you see, kind of low damage, no stun basically, and a lot of speed. Anyway, and then you go to the Red Ant Club. Bunch of damage, bunch of stun, no speed. These are 2 different categories of weapons, stabbing damage, which is indicated by that thing, I'm pretty sure. I think busting damage, or I think that's what it's called. And then there's a few more that I'm not, like slashing. So there's stabbing, slashing, busting, and I think that's it. I can't remember as of this moment. There might be one or two more, but yeah. And then all those different kinds of creatures will be resistant or weak to different types. So you kind of have to mix and match. You can just choose a build and completely stick with it. Like, I do like these things. They're a little slow and bulky, but they get stuns off like a lot of the time, so it's a little more fun for me to do that. I do love slashing builds though. So I'm probably gonna go over to one of those. And another aphid honeydew. Starting to make me mad. I mean, I'm happy that I'm getting so many this early, but... I found like... Oh my god. Okay, I might just suck at finding
At least
them
it's clean.
most of the time then. I took like 1 damage from that. Let's see. Yeah, spider armor is a tier 2 set, and we're gonna need that for it anyway, so... Yeah, definitely not going towards that. I am actually gonna make that, because we're gonna have plenty of that acid stuff. Let's fill up this chest before we do anything else. Oh, it only stacks to 5. Oh wait, it is an edible thing, I think. Yeah, it is. I ate one. On accident. Okay, why were those separate though? I don't know what I'm asking you guys. I would have had to do it, I think. Just like the pebblet spear turning into fiber bandages for no reason. Alright, I do need to scan these two. I should probably take this for scanning and this. So, I have more stuff to scan than things to scan it with. Oh. Come on. Oh. God. I know the timings, I always just get in my own head about it. That's probably why I suck at fighting them sometimes. You... No, this is just gotta be a prank played on me, right? Like, come on. Oh, this is full. So I think I do have enough for everything to be scanned. This is an amazing armor set. And that's actually the one we're going to go for. I don't know how long it's gonna take to actually get it, but we are going to try. I guess it wasn't worth scanning that just yet.
Scrabble
I'll end up scanning everything because I just don't like having a bunch of stuff with that red exclamation point. But we'll probably leave some of the stuff unscanned for if we can, because it's not necessary to go through and get every little bit. Especially when we have plenty of time. Alright, so you go here, This can't get yet, so you can stay. You. This can go here because I don't want to move everything. And those go here. Oh yeah. And for these things to work, this is a trinket. So you just slide it over there, or you can double click it. But yeah, it's just the 3-hit combo thing. It does more damage on that final hit. And as you saw, it says it explodes, so I want... I'm sorry, it's gonna be dark for you guys, but... Oh, out of stamina. Hmm. I missed. No, come back. I was wondering if it was, like, actually explosive. Or if it just said it was. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is probably what bottled water is. Aphid on the move.
Come here. Starting to guess I just eliminated the entire population of it in my last world. Come here. I am glad they knock out, like, right away, because if they didn't, I'd kind of be screwed. They would all run off. Oh, and a nifty little thing. If you press N on keyboards, it hot deposits everything. Right. Now, what exactly should we be going for? There's one thing I was thinking of, but here it is. This is actually something that would be very useful to get going early on. I do need to craft the... Oh yeah, I did want to explain one other thing. This has a, like, hot... Like, you saw the hot deposit? The same, like, distance you can hot deposit from, you can just use things from the chest. Like this here, by going here, I can craft this without even having the stuff in my inventory because it's in the chest. I always love that because it makes things so much easier. Gotta gather up some more plant fiber as we are currently unable to craft everything we need with it. Which is basically just the rope, but you know. Yeah, and that weird walking ring is the crow, which I think is over there. Yeah, look at it. Big bird. Why is it pink? There's a weird question out of context. Alright. Craft. Here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we are. And not to bother with the rest of that. And we can shove the... Oh wait, I didn't make extra. Never mind. Alright. I said we were going for that ladybug armor, but we need this specifically to get it. So for that, we're actually going to need this. May not make sense now, but it will later, I promise that. So let me just mess with all this stuff. There. You can go there. Alright, but for that we also need a couple other things. Right. As you saw, we have no arrows, so that's going to be important. Also, anyway, That planet. Not planet, plant. God, my brain is not functioning properly. Maybe it's all the aphid honeydew. Got poisoned or something. Here we are. Yeah, these plants have an insane amount of thistles. Which makes sense because it's a thistle plant, but you know. And I think these regen every couple of days, so we can just go through and pick as much as we need. And you can't do anything with the flower, so back down we go. Oh, I missed some. Nice. I don't think, did they put exactly 69 thistles on this plant? Or did I miss one? I I really hope they put just 69 thistles on that. When it roars like that, it regains health. It's annoying. Okay, I know I started this, but there's something over here. 1 second. Alright, you have my attention. There we go. As you see, Perrymaster is now leveled up more, so my block window has increased since I have it equipped. Oh! Yeah, and if you don't get perfect blocks, it does take stamina. And look at that, my block bar is like half filled from like one attack. Come here. Okay, I suck. It's okay. Alright. No more aphid honeydew in the area. I got 2 on this short journey. Seriously? A 3rd? How? God. I have way too much. I guess I was just really unlucky before, because that's just really weird. Like, how would I have not run into them much more if they're this frequent? Alright, I'm throwing all my thistle needles in this chest. Alright. And to get them over quickly, just hold shift and then double click. Or single click, seems not to matter. Alright, so now we can make arrows. Unfortunately, these stupid things need to be destroyed. I didn't actually really want to use all of my light fuzz, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Also, before we... It's starting to get dark, isn't it?
Aphid on the move.
I'll actually kill any aphids in a second. So unfortunately... Oh. Is this not spoiled? Ooh, nice. That's actually really lucky. Because we can throw it on here and get that cooked up. Yeah, yeah, I'll sleep till morning. We can all see better, which is good, but it puts a big drain on food and water. Come here. No, do not hit any kind of water source.
That's not so bad.
Come here. Okay, no idea where it went. What? You ate one of my roasts. I don't have much food. These jerks. Oh. Okay, see, now we have a problem. I can barely see in
Pretty
here.
good.
So you guys are probably going to get a black screen. But I need to go down there. So, I gotta go. Apologies. Oh, look, like, everything's fine. One problem though. That soldier ant did not respawn. Which is what I needed. Because my ant club is getting low. I don't need pebblets. Ah, these two didn't respawn either.
Hey, Aunt. What's the news?
The news is they're stealing my food. Alright. I need to finish off some more. Alright. I'm gonna switch to the axe for now so I can actually finish off some of these aphids. I thought I was going for it. God, this is like surprisingly common. I I don't know. I just don't know. Right. You can also repair things just by right-clicking, at least for keyboard and mouse. I am not sure on any of the buttons for like controller. So if you do have questions about that, there are plenty of people who play with that. If you really want to know and you leave a comment or something, I'd be happy to look it up for you. But I feel like it'd be better to look it up yourself at that point. I can hear you scuttling. I wanted some extra food because we're gonna go on a little bit of a journey.
I'd eat this normally.
It was gonna expire. Aphid honeydew. I'm gonna start eating it at this rate, since we always find it every 5 seconds. Got some sap. Alright. I do want to find one more ladybug before we start heading off in that direction, which, if you remember, is the... If I remember, the hedge lab. That's it. Currently, Are you kidding me? As I was saying, currently I am not really sure where I'm going to be able to find another ladybug. They kind of roam around everywhere. Those things spawn every day and can group up into like bigger droplets. Oh. Hello.
Keep that nose to yourself.
I don't think I've been wearing my... Yeah, I have
Hope
not
this is
had
enough to
my
keep me
aphid
safe.
slippers on. Yeah, look at that. It's so much quicker. Why do these things keep falling off the grass blades? Come on, Weevils. Tell me, where is it? There's a big one.
Let's see what we can find.
You're no use to me. Yeah, that thing's gonna be useful later. Alright. Oh. I do want to show you this. Alright. Green flowers. It drops weed stems as well, which is important for later, but for right now, these are the most important things. Dandelion dust. As long as you have these in your inventory and you fall off of something, we got 7, which I think is actually a really good pull from like just getting them. So I will do this and left shift, boom. You can do that at any height and you can just glide on down. It's honestly really handy. Especially when you can just have it in your inventory, so you don't have to quickly swap over to it. But anyway, let's head on back to the tree for right now. I want to drop off some of this stuff. And also, I have not been able to
Aphid on the move.
locate another ladybug for some reason. Usually there's one hanging around the, like, spacer. Well, I say hanging around, but kind of just wanders around that area. Dude! I picked it up and there was another one right on top of it. I swear to you that they're not that common. But seriously, how is there 2 of them on top of each other? It's just taunting me. It's taunting me for how long I spent finding them last time I needed them. Oh my god. I'm just... I don't know. I just do not know. Oh, I think I have some two weevil roasts on, so I'll leave that there. The nose, you can go there. Actually, nose, you can go with me. Guess I'm getting a little bit tired here. Actually, oh, there you are. I want to get one more head. I'm sorry, ma'am. Oh, thank God. Do I have any food? I do, but it would not be great to eat all my granola bars just for a ladybug. Oh, and it gave a head. That is perfect. Any... Nope. Yeah. While it's giving me these aphid honeydew, I need to collect. Like, I do not want to run out of them. Because I know the second I need them, they're not gonna spawn anywhere. Berry chair, nice. Alright. Honestly, I probably have more aphid honeydew than I could ever use. But, you know. Better safe than sorry. Alright, finally got you. There we go. Oh yeah. Let's pick these up before... Oh, I only just now roasted one of those? Yeah, whatever. Pick those up before I lose them to the ants. Alright. And you... I guess just your kind, not just you particularly. I'm trying to decide if that's racist or speciesist. That's probably a conversation not for YouTube. But anyway, I think we've actually made some really good progress here. I found way more aphid honeydew than I ever should have. I actually killed a lot of different bugs that I needed to. Is that a bee? I gotta stay focused for more than 5 seconds. But yeah, I've got the slippers. I got the club. Things are going pretty good. So, right now, I'm going to cut this episode here. Before I go off on like 5-point tangents and this episode becomes like 4 hours long. After all the cuts. So, I really do thank you for watching. If you did make it all the way here, I would very much enjoy if you liked and subscribed. Because we will be doing a lot more of this. Because until July 29th, I'm going to try to keep this going. I will not promise that it'll be an everyday kind of thing. I managed to do that for a little while with Slender Threads, but something big kind of came up, which was definitely not great. And I will try my very best to get as many of these out to you as I can. And I do hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.